director because I didn't feel like I was an honest actor. I always felt like a big faker on stage. I was always thinking. I was always watching myself. I was always wondering if what I was doing was reading as honest, and thinking of cues in my next line. And so I just never felt like I was ever doing anything honestly. So I became a director instead. And what this class has done in these 2 weeks has, I don't know, just made me less, just has taken away self-consciousness, has given me more confidence in myself as an actor on stage. And I've had breakthroughs here that I never, ever thought were possible for me.
It was incredible working with a teacher who is probably the most gentle teacher I've ever worked with in my life. Sorry. And as a teacher myself, it's just such an amazing reminder of, of what your students need and the care that they need and the love.
Larry's probably the best acting teacher I've ever seen. And I've been in theater education for 20 or 25 years. And he's very direct and gentle and persistent and smart. And I've seen him bring things out of people that they didn't know that they had.
I was very nervous coming in because I knew that a lot was going to be asked of me, emotionally, spiritually, everything. And when I came, what I was met with was a group of kind and wonderful people led by a patient and kind leader, Larry. And it was safe for me to go to these places that I never thought I could go to before. And that's meant a lot to me as an actress, as a teacher, as a person. And so these last 2 weeks have been incredible, simply incredible.
I have to say that in just the first part of it, in the short 2 weeks that I have been here, and they are intense and they are wonderful, I feel like I've been able to reclaim some of my concentration, my confidence, my skills as an actor, and it's been a wonderful wake-up call for me, and humbling at times, amazingly exciting and thrilling, and partially terrifying. But you're in great hands because you have a teacher who creates in the room, I think, a community of respect and trust and fun.
It's work. You're going to go places you never thought you could go, and it's the most joyous experience that you can have as an actor to work with him. He's very thoughtful. He is not critical. He's not judgmental, I should say. He's critical, not judgmental. And he allows you space to go places you never thought you could go. And he also gives you the tools to do that, which are amazing. And they're so simple, and you would think that everybody on earth would know how to do this. And until you come here, you just don't.
And he is laser focused on what is going on, and he's taking it all in. It's like he's a sponge, and he's actually going through it with you. So when it comes time for him to give you feedback, the feedback has literally been funneled or channeled in a way through him and back, and it's not too much. It's just the right amount to help me, and I believe everyone else in the room, find their own way in the right way that's for them.
I just feel like he has a gift for just reading exactly what that particular actor, those actors on stage just need at that particular moment. So it's just a joy to work with. And it was so fun to watch him. So again, as an actress, to be a part of the work that he's doing and the words that he's saying and to listen to that, but also as a teacher and as a director, to watch him and soak it up and look at the way that he is right there with his students. It's almost like he's just right in there with you.
I really was impressed with how he deals with people. He's very Socratic in the way that he asks questions, but he's also incredibly respectful. and I really appreciated that.
I've seen some of the best acting I've seen in a long time, just in class exercises. And over again, I've heard people, including myself, say that they can't believe how good this is.
He knows when you're about to discover something and he'll just leave you and you'll have it on your own, and he knows when to kind of just steer you a little bit in that direction. And it's great, like, watching as a teacher too, watching him and how deftly he handles people.
Larry has a knack for telling you exactly what you need to hear, no more, no less. As a teacher, I don't know how he does it.
He chooses his words very carefully, and he's very direct, and he's very focused, and he's extremely gentle, but at the same time expects that you're going to put in the work, and so he challenges you constantly.
I saw so much incredible work happen in these 2 weeks. It was just thrilling, and I can't wait to come back next year.
I would work with Larry again in a heartbeat. I can't wait to come back here for 2 more weeks and work with him again.
These 2 weeks changed my life. It was amazing. I think there's no words to express how grateful I am. And I can't wait to come next year and finish this.
I teach acting. I teach at Carnegie Mellon. I teach 24/7. And to suddenly be free again to take the car out on the road and take it up to 95 and not to worry about the kids was wonderful. It was really, really wonderful.
I was always a little discouraged about people talking about the Meisner technique and it sort of being this secret pedagogy, you know. You have to be in it for years and know the secret handshake. But the truth is that it, especially through Larry's books, I use Larry's books in my classes for my students. And while I don't expect in the amount of time that I have them for them to become, you know, perfect Meisner technicians, they do get better.
He's very protective. He's very charming in a way too. I like that. But he cares. He really does care about the work. And it was good to have a precursor of, I have one of his books that I was actually trying to use before I came here, but now I have the full understanding of what it is. And I know the man. There is nothing like working with the author of a text that you've been trying to work with. And he's everything that I thought he was.
And I'm really anxious and excited about getting it together for an entire 16-week semester for my students. But it's been just wonderfully eye-opening and exciting and exhausting and challenging. I think challenging is probably the best word for it all.
Immediately you feel comfortable and like you're not being judged, and that you can be the best you at that moment and continue to get better and better as you go along. It's just a very free environment here, and that can be attributed directly to the person that Larry is.
It's his ability to just take a very dynamic and diverse group of people and wipe the slate clean in a way that we're all on the same page. So when you're in class working with him, you're safe. No matter what your level of experience or knowledge is, you're safe, and the class is safe.
It's been 2 weeks of learning, 2 weeks of sort of putting a lot of things together, watching him do things, watching him teach, and I'd be willing, he'd get my vote as a master teacher, that's for sure.